Hi there, English 207 students. This is your professor, Michael Bloomingberg. I want to welcome you to our third week of the fall 2021 semester, and especially welcome to Module 2. It's very exciting. We are now at a point in which we can start looking at the different genres for creative writing. So just to begin, I want to commend the good work that you did last week in looking at those tips that King provides in the YouTube video and in completing the discussion board assignment. And even for those of you who took the opportunity to try your hand at the extra credit assignment, job very well done. I was very pleased with the work that you were able to produce. So with this particular video, we're going to focus in on the new module area and week 3. So to get things started, you're going to click modules in the corner and you'll see module 2 is now open, which module 2 is dedicated to creative nonfiction. So let's go ahead and click on that. Creative nonfiction, by the way, is sometimes referred to as literary nonfiction. Those are the same terms. It just depends on which one you feel most comfortable using. And we're in the week 3 folder for module 2, the very first folder within module 2. As always, we're going to take a look at the course worksheet together. Now, I always recommend that if you have printing access, and of course you're able to do so, you might want to print out a copy of the course worksheet. I know from talking with students in the past, many of them have found it helpful to print it and just check mark things off as they work through the week. It's available as both a Word document and a PDF, but I'm going to go ahead and click on the PDF. And so for this week, first of all, I don't know if you can see this on the screen very well. This is our textbook. It's called Three Genres, the writing of literary prose, poems, and plays by Stephen Minot with Diane Thale. And this is our textbook. You can't see it very well. This is our textbook, and we're going to be in this textbook, maybe not every week, but pretty regularly for the rest of the semester. So this is the first week in which you're working in it. As a matter of fact, you all have some readings to complete this week. The first one is called Literary Nonfiction, excuse me, and that's an overview, pages 1 through 4 and 3 genres. Excuse me, I had to get a drink. My throat was getting kind of scratchy. So this particular reading is going to take you, provide you an in-depth understanding of the important elements involved in writing creative, oftentimes again referred to as literary nonfiction. In fact, in that part of the book, I have it marked here somewhere, you're going to learn about the importance of biographical sketching, opinions, the fact that it is appropriate in this form of writing to use the personal pronouns I, me, my, and the importance of sense of place. Setting is always very important in writing, but it's especially important when you think of where you're guiding the reader with your nonfiction work and your nonfiction approach. I've also assigned you to read Hilary Masters' creative nonfiction piece entitled Unwired, pages 10 through 12. And be sure that you read the commentary that follows, which is pages 12 through 14. Those are the sections about hidden structure, vitality and details, and presenting opinions. You really need to read it all in context in order to better understand what it is you're striving to do in your initial understanding of creative nonfiction. Of course, we're building up to you working through your own creative nonfiction piece, but we're going to work up to that point. And I'll actually kind of guide you better through that process next week. We're just kind of opening the door to the module this week. You do have a discussion board assignment related to reflective writing, so be sure to, we'll look at the instructions for that in just a moment. And then you have a reflective writing paragraph assignment. Now, both of those assignments are due this upcoming Sunday, September the 5th. So let's go back into the folder. We can actually spend some time looking at the reflective assignment sheet. It's presented again as a Word document in the PDF. We'll just click to take a look at the PDF. I said for this assignment, you are to compose a reflective paragraph. So it's only one paragraph. We generally measure a paragraph as being about 5 to 7 sentences. I included that on the sheet right down here. But reflective writing based on the concepts you're learning this week. Remember Stephen Minot's words of wisdom in 3 genres, and I gave a quote from page 14 where he says that sometimes what you had planned as an opinion piece had become cluttered with personal experiences, or what you had intended to be the study of a historical figure has been overshadowed by your opinions. Decide which approach will be most effective. So you have to make a decision. You are ultimately free on this assignment to explore any subject matter you wish. But again, review those readings we just mentioned: hidden structure, vitality and details, and presenting opinions. Allow yourself the freedom to have fun, but as remember King's advice, especially with respect to working to become a better writer and applying that approach meticulously for the task at hand. So just so you're clear, and I anticipate getting some questions about this, so if you need to email me for clarity, I'm happy to hear your topics. You really have a lot of flexibility for this paragraph. You can write about an experience from your life. You could talk about a lesson that you've learned. I would really like for it to be more of a personal approach, but I'm open to hearing your suggestions if you're looking to write about maybe someone else. The point of the matter is it should be reflective, and it is nonfiction. So this is not a work of fiction. It does need to be something that you have some personal firsthand experience with. So questions are probably going to happen. You're going to have them. So feel free to reach out. Email is always the best way to contact me if you run into any problems or concerns. The assignment submission forum is at the very bottom of the week 3 folder. Again, the assignment is due Sunday. You're just going to click the link. It's going to show you that 10 points are possible along with the due date. And you're just going to go down to where it says attach files and use one of the browse options, either local files or cloud service, depending on how you've saved your work. Once you locate and open it, you should see it attached. Note in the instructions that you do not want to copy paste your work to the comment box. The comment box is just if there's something you want me to know, like you might say, I tried to present sensory details. Please let me know if you think those worked well. Thanks, Jane Doe, something like that. It's just, you don't have to put any comment there. It's just if there's something you want me to know about your work that you feel I could benefit from before I review it. Once you see your work is attached, again up here, click the submit button and that'll send it on to me. Okay. For the discussion assignment, you can get to that a couple of different ways. You can either click the link in the corner navigation below modules, or I've conveniently linked it for you in the week 3 folder. Anyway, I'll take you to the same place. The assignment instructions is for reflective writing, week 3. It says to begin by reading all of the assigned material for this week in 3 genres. We just went over those page numbers. After you've completed the readings, respond to the following. What specific creative nonfiction techniques do you see working within Unwired by Hilary Masters? If you feel like something could have worked better, by all means, feel free to share that as well. That is certainly a little more of a subjective question. Most of these questions are pretty subjective. The next bullet point says here, one of the challenges within creative, also known as literary nonfiction, involves the writer's ability to hold the interest of the reader. That's just not a literary nonfiction thing. That's all modes of writing, but that's especially true with creative or literary nonfiction. So what are some of the ways that you can craft a nonfiction work to gain and maintain the reader's interest? And then finally, what do you see as the biggest challenges involved in creating your own piece of creative nonfiction? How do you feel about writing in this genre? And have you written any creative nonfiction prior to our English 207 class? And so remember that your initial posting should be 200 words or more. And you do need to respond to two classmates, at least 100 words. You could split that up to say 50 with one, 50 with the other. But again, all postings are due by Sunday, September 5th. You will also need to submit your initial posting before you'll be able to see what your classmates or even myself have posted. Okay. So I have some thoughts about this. I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I'm not looking to sway your point of view. So I'll probably share more of my feedback after the class has the opportunity to share collectively your feedback. All right, I'm going to stop share. That's it. I'm excited to be in the textbook this week to begin this creative nonfiction module, that being module 2. So let me know if you're running into any problems or you have any questions. You can always email me. But you're doing great work so far, so just keep up the good work. And that's it. Take care of yourselves. Have a good week 3, and I'm here to help if you need me. Take care.